Today's question is, in a population with the ABO blood group system, if the frequency of the allele IA is 0.3, the frequency of the allele IB is 0.2, and the frequency of the allele I is 0.5, what would be the expected percentage of population with blood group A, considering that the population is under Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? The options are 9%, 24%, 39%, and 42%. So basically what you are solving for is the expected percentage of the population with blood group A. Now the blood group A genotypes will be homozygous IA and heterozygous IA. First, let's understand what the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium means. The Hardy-Weinberg principle states that in a large randomly meeting population, allele and genotype frequencies in a population will remain constant from generation to generation in the absence of other evolutionary influences. These influences include genetic drift, mate choice, assortative mating, natural selection, sexual selection, mutation, gene flow, meiotic drive, genetic hitchhiking, population bottleneck, founder effect, and inbreeding and outbreeding depression. When mating is random in a large population with no disruptive circumstances, the law predicts that both genotype and allele frequencies will remain constant because they are in equilibrium. For example, in the case of a genetic locus with 3 alleles, whose frequencies can be denoted using P, Q, and R, the allele frequencies will remain constant and equilibrium will be reached. So, the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium equation can be represented as P plus Q plus R equals 1. Now we know that diploid individuals will inherit 2 alleles at the same locus. They may be homozygous or heterozygous genotypes. Considering this, we can square the allele frequencies. So, P plus Q plus R squared equals 1. In other words, P squared plus Q squared plus R squared plus 2PQ plus 2PR plus 2QR equals 1. Now here, P squared, Q squared, and R squared represent frequencies of homozygous genotypes, whereas 2PQ, 2PR, and 2QR represent frequencies of heterozygous genotypes. Let's take a look at what has been given to us in the problem. There are 3 points. One is frequency of the allele IA, represented by P, which equals 0.3. The second point is frequency of the allele IB, which is represented by Q, which equals 0.2. And the third point is frequency of the allele I, which is represented by R, which equals 0.5. Now with this information, let's solve the problem. Basically, we have to calculate the frequency of blood group A by summing the frequencies of the homozygous IA and heterozygous IA genotypes. Now, in the first step, we calculate the frequency of the homozygous genotype IA, represented by P squared, which equals 0.3 squared, that equals 0.09. Now, in the second step, we calculate the frequency of the heterozygous genotype IAI, represented by 2PR, which equals 2 cross 0.3 cross 0.5, and that equals 0.3. Next, in the third step, we add the frequencies of the homozygous genotype IA and the heterozygous genotype IAI. So, 0.09 plus 0.3 equals 0.39. Finally, in the fourth step, to express the frequency as percentage, we multiply it by 100. So, 0.39 cross 100 equals 39%. So, the solution to our question is the expected percentage of the population with blood group A is 39%. Do visit my channel Simply Biology with Manisha for more such videos. Thank you.